me.
I remember when Mama Joycey, who, again, without the death of my biological mother, I would never have had this magical experience of being adopted by someone as an adult who
Yeah.
is a mother to me, my mother to me. And when she explained the death of her mother,
Uh-huh.
I was like, what? What? And she also opened my eyes to quantum physics.
Yeah.
I was still getting my master's in my 20s, and I was like, what is that? Like, what there's stuff
Yeah.
we can't see. Tell me more.
Right.
um but she really tapped into the transition with her mother and what a miraculous experience it was for her,
Yeah.
and how connected she felt to the energy of her mother. And while there's loss of the physical,
Yeah.
there's this new relationship that gets to be gained in the quantum. And my mind was blown, because I was like, wait, what do you mean? And I started, you do that, like, rewind to all these different moments that, oh, I could have looked at that different. Oh, I could have looked at that. Oh, I could have looked at that.
Yeah.
Dreams that I had about my mother, instead of waking up in loss, I could have been like, oh my God, I just had an evening with my mom. Like, that was so lovely, but no one teaches you these things until
Yeah.
later. But
And
it
you
was,
are a kid who should have had your mom longer. And so there's like, they're both. It's both. It's both. It is loss. Like I, I am learning to be in communication with my mom energetically now. And watching her die at 17, it was not, it was tragic, and not, and so I think that's like the thing that's been helping me get closer to like where you and Joyce are further ahead, is going, I don't have to let go of the truth that watching my mom die at 17 was unbearable, and I can communicate in a different way and have a different kind of relationship that's like otherworldly, dimensionally different now, and that they're both true, and that's okay. And it doesn't have to, like, that it's not a pie. There's not like a limited amount of time, energy, it's like it is both. And then like time is endlessly moving in different directions.
I remember us talking about our death stories, our mother's death stories. I remember you saying something about, but I have to like hold all these memories that, like, you don't have the pain of, and it's like, and I don't have those memories to have the pain with, right? And thinking about, developmentally, where we are when that happens. And we were talking about that a little bit earlier. And when we paused, I was thinking about when I worked with a little boy who was 6, whose father died.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, wow. And a lot obviously came up for me. And it was this really healing experience,
Yeah.
because I really could understand where our brain development leaves us in the understanding of something.
Yeah.
And when you're 6, you don't know permanence. You just don't. It doesn't make sense. That part of the brain isn't developed yet.
Yeah.
And so I had this really kind of magical cushion,
Yeah.
where there were a couple of years where it's like, I remember when she first died and people were coming over and everyone was coming up to me. And I remember being like, okay, like, oh, there's more cookies and food out. Like, all these people are here. Like, oh, this is so fun. And I was playing, and I remember my grandma actually yelled at me because I was jumping on the bed, and she's like, that is not appropriate. And I was like, what? Why? Like, I was very confused.
Yeah.
And because the brain doesn't understand, it's confused. And at the same time, it's understanding other parts of things,
Yeah.
right? So again, time isn't linear, you know, not having those concrete moments of seeing my mom die,
Yeah.
which, you know, leave these horrific marks in your memory banks, you know, it left me feeling very confused for a long time. And, you know, cycling back, you know, and
Yeah.
not that linear path, but cycling back and healing in different ways
Yeah.
through time. It's just interesting the way everything unfolds so differently for all of us because of where we are at in life when these things happen.